Hi Tim, tell me a very funny question. What are you doing here? Why are you here in this far away country?
Well, I have a crazy friend that invited me to come to Russia to discuss different fishing ideas and different casting tips. So I came all the way here to Moscow, and you drove about 3 hours, and here we are, and I'm having a great time.
Cool. Then everybody knows who are you, but tell us why you decided to work on this funny market and to build rods.
Everybody who fly fishes is a little crazy, you have to admit. So my life has always been fishing, spin fishing, fly fishing. So about 13 years ago, I started my own fly fishing business, and that's Echo Rod Company. So I'd like to joke that I'm trying to make a living at something that should be just a hobby.
Then, well, tell us about a few words about Echo. Why Echo? What does it mean?
Echo was an idea where my experience has always been at the top of technology and performance for fly rods. My brother had the first graphite fly rod in the world, and he's the world casting champion, and I used to be the champion a long time ago when I still had hair. Okay, so I decided when I started Echo that there was already a lot of expensive, highest performing rods, but in the lower price rods, the performance was not so good. So I decided that Echo was going to be a rod that anybody could afford. It's the best technology, the best performance for an affordable price.
Right. But another question. Many people in Russia think that fly fishing is a kind of elite VIP sport or fishing. What could you tell them?
I think everybody who fly fishes is an asshole, and that we are elitist. No, okay, let's do that again. So fly fishing is a sport for everybody. This is a wonderful event you've made happen. You have children and women and old men and young men like you. So it's not elitist sport. It's a sport everybody can do. You can fish for small chubs, or you could go to the most expensive lodge in Argentina or in Kola. So it's a sport that's good for everybody, no matter what your availability of destinations. So anybody who so anywhere that there's fish, you can fly fish.
Great. Last year you introduced, well, everybody knows your rods, yeah, some lines of rods. But last year you introduced your lines, and why you decided to do that, and just a few words about that.
Echo fly lines, mainly the Ecosphere, is a small family of lines that cover 90% of the fishing situations. There's so many lines in the world now. The big line, long colors, it was confusing, and people were confused. Also, people that don't want to spend $100 on a fly line because they don't know how much they're going to do this sport. We have one line for streamer fishing, woolly buggers, big flies. We have one line for presentation, that's thinner. And then we have a distance line for salmon fishing. So with these three lines, almost every fishing situation would be covered.
Right. But in Russia, people think that in the United States, everybody knows how to fly fish. Then why you decided to produce kits, things ready, where everything is ready to fish immediately, and why you did it?
It could be intimidating, when you first walk to a fly shop. There's so many flies and lines, and it's difficult to decide what reel, what line, and what rod. So I've made it easy. I picked the best combination of lines, reels, and rods so that you can grab this kit and it's balanced, because if you have the wrong line, then the rod feels bad, or the other way around. So the idea is that with the kits, the Echo Solo, if you buy that, you have a great starting rod, reel, and line combination. You don't have to worry. Just put a fly and go fishing.
Yeah, you make our lives easier. Well, come on. You have here, we're very happy that you are not alone here, but with your wife, Katie. A few words about your company and your family. And, well, people think that Echo is huge company. They produce so many rods, and there's probably hundreds of people who work for you, and you are multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
Tell me about the company and your family.
Well, with Echo, we're a small company. There's 8 people at the office, and as a family, each person has their specialties. Some of my employees have been in the fly fishing business for 30 years. They used to be a guide, and so together, the idea is that with a small company, we can react quickly. If there's a new idea of switch rods or a new idea for spay, big companies, they take 2 or 3 years to make a decision and develop. So I like the idea that Echo is small. Also, we pay very close attention to customer service and design. So if you have a problem and you call us, we know when the rod was produced, what the situation is. So together, I hope we continue to grow, but at the same time, I hope we still have fun and that we remain the psychology or the attitude of a smaller company.
What do you think about Russian market? Is it interesting for you?
Yeah, it's an open market. In Russia, you have so many new ideas and new places, and I mean, here you live in Moscow. Where do you go fishing? You go to Kola Peninsula. You've been to Europe. You've been to the United States. I mean, so the idea is that I think Russian people are very open to different kinds of fishing. That's why for us, fly fishing and Russia is a great combination. Plus, we have crazy people like you to work with.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you. And probably the last question. What you saw Russian fly fishermen? You saw girls, boys, and adults, and kids, and you more or less understand what does it mean Russian fly fishing market already. What in one sentence? What you would say, recommend, or just few words? What you would say to what you would tell to the Russian fly fishermen? Just very short thing. What is the very essential thing of words you would think for us? Tough.
Just remember, fly fishing should be fun always. You don't have to catch the biggest fish. Just have fun with fly fishing. You can participate at any level. You could be crazy and tie flies from every piece of hair on the dog or whatever, or you can just get a beginner outfit and start fishing. So just give it a try. You don't have to go to the most exotic location. You can go in the park in Moscow, or you could go to Kamchatka or Kola. So just give fly fishing a try, because if you do it, it's one of the most beautiful sports in the world. Everybody can do it.
Thank you. Well, Tim, thank you very much. It was very important and fun to have you. You're such an energetic person, and everybody enjoyed you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.